Hey friends, and welcome back to City Skylines 2. Today's episode is all about shopping and a little bit of culture. We're putting together a huge German shopping complex, and then we're gonna spend some time working on some cozy courtyards and some nice urban plazas. However, it's still kinda tricky since City Skylines 2 doesn't really have any churches whatsoever in the game yet, so I had to find a pretty alternative, which I fortunately did. Alright, let's get started. For the shopping center, I used the department store from the German region pack, and honestly, it just looks phenomenal. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the back. It's got those plain white walls again, my old nemesis if you remember. So I added a few ploppables behind it to spice it up and connect it in the front with this big signature parking tower. I love sprinkling in a few unique buildings in each district, and this one stands out just perfectly. Then it was time for some decal work and exterior decorating. Ever since I built that huge palace over there, I've been totally into fountains and water features, so I started adding them all over the city. Also, since it's basically summer right now, in the game and in real life, it makes water areas feel even more refreshing. Especially when there's like a little breeze and you can literally feel those little water drops on your skin or in the air. It's, yeah, simply amazing.
I keep forgetting I'm getting older, but when I realize it's too late, wanna be young again, do it over. Feel the innocence on my face. I know you don't owe me any favors, but if you did it would be more time. So if you're listening, Mother Nature, can't you bend your rules? Just say you'll try. Say you'll give me a chance. Say I won't have a last dance. Say the hourglass in my head is never running out of sand. Say you'll grant me a wish. Say I won't have a last kiss. Say the hourglass in my head is never running out of sand. Say, before we know it, we'll all be long gone. It's a burden that we share. Maybe we're better off in the long run, but right now it seems so damn unfair. I wanna know what forever feels like, if it's a paradise or a hell. So can't you help me out just this one time? If it costs my soul, you know I'll sell. Say you'll give me a chance. Say I won't have a last dance. Say
Since we were already in a shopping area, I took the opportunity and threw in some more high-density commercial buildings in the adjacent area. To make sure they didn't look too bland, I stripped out all of the base game surfaces and fences and replaced them with my own. Then I threw in some decals, added a bit of decoration, and boom, suddenly the whole area looked way more alive than it had ever before, or if I had left those generic base game elements. Sidewalks are finally getting the love they deserve from me. Like I mentioned in the last episode, each sidewalk gets a custom texture layered right on top of it, and also I'm now adding more green strips using grass and dirt decals, especially along the main roads. I've also been extending the outdoor seating areas for restaurants, cause, well, seriously, what restaurant only puts out one table with 2 chairs? Like, do you only have 2 customers? Come on. Alright, hopefully you guys have heard the news. The latest patch is finally out and we've got key wars now. Woohoo! And yeah, also 2 new bridges, so cool, I guess. Fun fact, when I watched the video, I found out it's not pronounced quay, but pronounced key. However, when I typed it into Google, funny enough, it pronounced it quay, but had the phonetic transcription down with key, right under it. And yeah, then I went directly on Google Translate and it somehow got it right there. It's like super strange, but I guess I now know that it's pronounced key. As someone who wants to become an English teacher, this stuff is super interesting, but I kinda got distracted now from what I actually wanted to say, I guess. So yeah, that should be enough input from the world of English phonetics and phonology. So, I gotta admit, I haven't really had the chance to try them out yet, because my game just refused to load properly with all the mods for a while. So it's, yeah, kind of a big mess right now. It's funny because in the German version of this video, I made the day before, I couldn't load into the game entirely and was kinda complaining in the German style, but now I figured out which mod was causing the issue. It's still kinda buggy though, but at least I could load in and try it out for a few minutes. But hey, with big updates, that's kinda expected, I guess. If you also have that bug where you have no UI when you are loading into the game, try to disable asset icon library or completely uninstall it. That's what's actually causing the problem for me mostly, but I guess the modder will fix it anyway, hopefully soon, so yeah. I'll keep you all posted over on Patreon and Discord on how I will continue. It's still possible that I might miss a week of uploads because I need to wait until everything runs smoothly again. But I did drop 2 episodes this week, so hopefully that makes up for it a bit, at least. Okay, I know this episode has had a lot of building scenes, but I've been experimenting a bit with how to make smoother transitions from medium to low density areas. Honestly, I think that's one of the trickiest parts of City Skylines one can try to master. This time I didn't have much space to work with here, so I went with a bit of a shorter or sharper transition, if you know what I mean. I used some European style row houses and gradually moved into low density zoning. Of course, I also redid all the gardens. Some of them kinda ended up looking like little allotment or community gardens, but honestly, I'm okay with that. For the next episodes, I'm really focusing on trying to close the gap between the city center, the industrial area and the harbor zone. And I think once everything's connected, it's gonna feel completely different. Luckily, the leftover space isn't that much anymore, and I guess we can finally start building the industrial zone now, because the original plan to wait for the Bridges and Ports DLC, is quite literally overboard. Especially now with those quay walls, we might be heading back into the harbor area pretty soon.
Don't know what you wanna achieve, but make 'em believe you know where you're going. Doesn't matter
Designing the courtyards was honestly so fun. They've turned into these really nice little green hideaways for our citizens. Not gonna lie, I could totally see myself living in a city like this. I'm always testing out new mods, and I think I actually just installed those netlane paths I used for this. Normally I would go with surfaces or those usual dirt paths, but I think these concrete slabs might be my new favorite. They just work really well visually.
I wrote my own set of rules. You should write your own too, so we can feel alive. Let's get lost in the night, lost in the night. I'm gonna be there, yeah, be by your side. Let's get lost in the night, lost in the night. Nothing can compare to this feeling, alright.
As you know, City Skylines still has that infamous church shortage, so I had to improvise a bit. I ended up using the base game Cemetery Mausoleum, which actually has that old historic vibe I was looking for. It's now the new eye-catcher nestled in the cobblestone streets of our little, kind of old town area. I didn't actually go out planning to build an old town, but it just kinda happened. I added some cute flower beds, and with the recolorable ploppables trees, I even created a custom one inspired by a tree in my own backyard. It's got those soft pink and purple blossoms, and they, look super pretty. But I've actually got no idea what this tree is actually called. If any of you want to share some botany knowledge or so, feel free to let me know in the comments. Either way, I really love those little plazas, and I hope I can come up with some, more creative ideas in the future. Alright friends, for the last part of today's video, things are gonna get a little more chill. We're gonna finish up the old town with some final detailing, work on a hotel for our tourists, and continue the transition from row houses into the low density zone. Still quite a bit of work left to do, especially with all those decals, surfaces and fine details. But I hope you enjoy the rest of today's episode with some relaxing music. I'll catch you again in, just a bit. And that wraps it up for today's episode of CS2. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. If you want to support the project and get access to my current save game and of course all the mods I'm using, check out my Patreon, the links are as always in the description. Thanks so much for watching and fingers crossed that we'll be able to continue building the city very soon. Until next time, take care and see you later. Bye bye.
Dry martini.